We've got a new product from Fiberglass Warehouse I'm super excited about. This is a vinyl ester structural putty. Now, if you've been following the channel, you know that vinyl ester resin is the best, in my opinion, for all around applications. Very good at waterproofing, very aggressive when bonding, and it's much easier to work than epoxy is. It saturates your cloths a lot better. And I'm super excited because we have now a thickened putty pre-made from Fiberglass Warehouse. So it's very, very similar to the putties that I make here in the boat shop. And a lot of times what we'll do is we'll take some 1/4-inch milled fibers such as that from Fiberlay, and we'll mix it with a little bit of colloidal silica, and that'll thicken it. But sometimes if you're just mixing a little bit, or maybe you're not comfortable with this and you want something pre-made, that is where this really steps in. Now, I've measured out approximately 1 ounce of material, and what we're going to be using is an MEKP, or a methyl ethyl ketone peroxide, to activate it. And I want to show you about what 1 ounce would look like. And I would say about like a golf ball is a pretty good rule of thumb, give or take. Now, there's a little room, a little flexibility. With epoxy, you got to be crazy accurate, but with this material, generally 1 to 2% is going to be perfect for you. So what we're going to do, I'm going to mix up some of this stuff. So let's go with maybe another golf ball size, and we're going to use this together with some Coosa tongue and groove, and we're going to apply that down the groove there. So super easy, flexible putty blade, all you need. And generally, remember, per our little catalyst cheat sheet, if you got 1 ounce, it's 10 to 15 or 10 to 20 drops, with about 15 being the happy medium. So I like to make a little divot in there, and you always want to wear some eye protection and some gloves. That's about right, and that should be about right. So we will do our little trick too. What we're going to be doing is using our Ziploc bag trick. Turn it, roll it, turn it, roll it. You want to cut this in very thoroughly. It's got a super nice consistency. Kind of spec this out per our shop needs here. This stuff is going to be the ticket. Turn it, mix it, turn it, mix it. Generally about a minute or so of mixing is going to be about right. Now this, what's cool about vinyl ester is, say, the applications for this would be below the water line, or like structural bonding. So if you've got osmotic blisters on your boat, you had to grind them out, you want something that you may not necessarily want to put some fiberglass in. Now, if you got a major structural issue, you would want to use some actual 1708 or some CSM. Now, one thing you can also do with this, if you want to fortify it with a little more of like the 1/4-inch milled fibers, it is quite all right to take some of that, and you can add that or mix that in. It's also quite all right, so that would thicken it or kind of fortify it or strengthen it. It is quite all right to add a little bit of vinyl ester laminating resin if you want to thin it a little bit. So a lot of people maybe aren't aware of that. So let's give this just a little splash. And again, this is the same, based on the same style of vinyl ester resin that we've been using here, just in a super convenient form. Now I am going to add a couple more drops, just because we did add a little bit more resin. Be sure we can kick that off accurately. And a lot of times this stuff will kind of change color once you put some catalyst in it. It'll go from kind of a purple to more of a brown in color. This stuff, as far as pricing too, is very competitively priced. There's only a couple other vinyl ester resin based putties on the market right now, and you're looking at, for the gallon size, you're looking at just under $200 per gallon. And then on the quart, you're looking at around 90 bucks a gallon, say $89 a gallon, which if you shop around, there are some others out there, but they are considerably more expensive. And it's all about saving some time, having a little bit of convenience. You can see this stuff, even as we're mixing it, it spreads out and flows out nicely, but we do want to watch out for little chunks like that of the milled fibers if you're going to strengthen it. Now that is purely optional, and that's what I love about this custom blend from them, is we've got the flexibility now to make a putty exactly how we want. Now, a little trick, again, if you've been following the channel, you know a lot of times we like to use the Ziploc bag piping trick where we can get our putty in there, and if we've got an application, say down, we're trying to do what we call a fillet or fill a bead, you can use the Ziploc bag as a pastry bag, just like so, and just cut the tip off that thing. And then you can take it, and this would be some of the Coosa board that we use like when we were building our 29-footer in the background. Fantastic for floor stringers, that kind of stuff. And super easy to make a precision application, and then these two would go together. So you can see how nicely that works. Now, obviously you would take like your little blade and you could tool that a little bit. And if you haven't seen our previous video where we're using this tongue and groove Coosa board, you can see how we did it in a broader application there. But there you go, perfect for stringers, blister repair below the water line, smaller structural repairs where you don't want to have to deal with a bunch of fiberglass, but you got something that's deeper than just gel coat. Amazing stuff to keep on your boat or around the house. I'm sure there's going to be like 101 uses for that. Now, Fiberglass Warehouse also has a very, very decent discount code for Fish Bump TV viewers. Save you some money there, as well as gel coats, resins, clear additives, all the thickeners and putties that you're going to need to build or repair your boat. So give those folks a call. Hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. If you did, hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend. Captain Joe here, Island Marine Charters, Fish Bump TV. My son Logan working hard behind the scenes is my amazing cameraman. And we'll catch you folks in the next episode.